Okay, so I do have an unpopular opinion about Steven Universe and Steven Universe Future. I will say, to start it off, my most unfavorite character, besides that one dude who likes, the glasses and, you know, all the weird things and documents it. I forget his name because I don't like him so much. But actually, from the main, honest cast, my least favorite gem is Steven. Basically, I could kind of understand from him growing up and, still being like a kid. He had a lot of things to learn, but at the same time, I hated every single tantrum he threw. It's like every single time that Steven wanted something and basically his opinion didn't match the gems, he always ended up doing it. He never compromised with them, really, in my opinion. And if he did, it was very few times. And he always ends up throwing a fit and ends up doing whatever he wants and without really worrying about how it's going to affect other people. And that's the biggest problem I have with him. Which kind of goes and connects with Steven Universe Future. Now, he thinks he's doing the right thing, and I guess a lot of people will be like, oh, it's the right thing because of this, and it's the right thing because of that, and kind of join the bandwagon. But he's still being very controlling and thinking that things should go his way, and that his version of what's right is the only way. And even though he's giving people more choices on what they want to do, at the same time, the choices are basically based off of all the things that he's okay with. So in a way, it's almost like he's making a new government in a way, and it's more I know people be like, oh, it's not dictatorship because they can have some choices, but all these choices are only basically things that he's okay with, but he doesn't really compromise with different gems and what they really want. Just like I watched this new episode, Why So Blue, with Lapises, and apparently these Lapises loved terraforming. So I'm just for gems who actually want to live that future and live in the present with those choices because that's what they like, he doesn't give them the option to be able to do the things that they actually want to do and the things that he does not agree with. There could have been a compromise that, okay, these planets have less of life forms and we could sit there and research places for gems to be able to go to if they're more destructive, if they want to sit there and, cause chaos, if they really want to, be able to have the choice in the life they want to live. And he's basically not really giving that option. And to me, that's kind of he starts to act more and more like a diamond with making his own decisions and just basically doing things and trying to rule things with what he thinks is right, but he never really does compromise, and I really don't like that. And it's just, that's just the main problem I have with him. And then on top of it all, it's just, he really tries to keep control of everything. Even when Amethyst tried to show the gems, hey, you like doing this, so I'm going to give you jobs and basically let you be yourself in these jobs and do basically what you like to do, what you feel like you were made to do, what you're good at doing. And he ended up being like, no, I don't think I like that. I think I want everyone to do something else. And then it was a whole chaotic thing. And I'm just why can't there be more compromise? Why can't there be a different planet to go to and basically do things that you want to do there? I mean, as I said, he's just taking things, and even though people be like, oh, but he's better and we have this more and we have that more. In other ways, they don't. And I know they used to have no freedom, no choice, no nothing. But at the same time, they have more choices, as I said. But those choices are only what's approved by Steven. And that's kind of what I have a huge issue with. So they're kind of free, but they're kind of not free. So, and also it's been a little disappointing that I haven't really got to see the diamonds yet. So I'm definitely waiting for that and those episodes to come. But the diamonds should really have a little bit more say, because maybe they'd understand the situation and the gems a lot more from basically being around them, even though they didn't really pay too much attention to them. At the same time, they knew more of their purpose, and I feel like in a lot of ways they could also be helping these gems be able to reform and not reform, but basically make a new lifestyle based on what they know that they most likely would like. And, you know, just have a group talk with Steven and actually come up with a better plan than just, this is what the right thing is, so you have these choices, and other than that, it's whatever. And Pink Steven is coming out a lot more, so when basically that Pink Pearl mentioned how that Pink had destructive powers, I'm noticing that every time Steven is mad is when he turns pink. He doesn't really turn pink into Pink Steven until, like, he's upset about something, and I think that's really bad. And maybe that's what the show is going to start alluding to more. I mean, he's using those powers as now more of a destructive power when he's upset. Though I do like seeing Steven like fight more and stand up for himself. That's more okay, but I just don't have an okay, like, I just don't think it's okay just living in a society that one person gets to choose what's right and wrong. And one person teaches what's right or wrong, and that's it. And it's almost like in a little bit of a way like religion. He basically says you can make these choices, but if you do these other things, then they're sin, and you end up basically getting punished with a whole fight until you're kind of have to conform more to basically what they want, or you're the enemy. And it's just, I understand, but at the same time, it just really, really annoys me. And I feel like not too many people are going to talk about it. So that's kind of my take. I will always say that my favorite gem is Peridot because I'm a cat person and she's definitely a cat to me. And it was cool to see Lapis, but I think Lapis looks very different from last season. So I don't know if I'm wrong, but she does look like she's drawn differently, so I'm confused on whether I'm wrong or right. It's kind of like, So, that's my unpopular opinion. If you think differently, or you just basically got inspired by what I said to have like a different opinion based on that, I definitely would love to see that in the comments, because it's definitely a conversation that I want to have. And other than that, I will make more videos about Steven Universe and talking about it, because no one that I know in person besides my husband likes to talk about Steven Universe, so this is the only place that I'll be able to. So give me a like, subscribe, and have a good day, and honestly, let's continue the conversation.